What's up, guys? So today I'm gonna go over what my day was like today, and what I got today, what my anticipated profits of today are, and yeah. So this morning at around 10 a.m., I left my house to go meet up with somebody, and I purchased a iPhone 12 Pro Max, 512 gigabytes unlocked for $280. This one is it does have a cracked back. The back is a little bit cracked. It's really not that bad though. And it's just the glass. It's not like the colored part inside. Um, but everything else is in really good condition. And I'll probably be able to sell this for about 550 on eBay. So my anticipated profit after eBay fees is around $200. So I locked that in, and then after that, I went and picked up a iCloud locked iPhone 12. And I want to preface this by saying that I almost never recommend buying iPhone locked devices, and I almost never do. This was a special case, and I'll get into that in another video and kind of explain how I approach iCloud locked devices. But this one made sense to purchase, so I did purchase this. I bought it for $50. It's a iPhone 12. It's in pretty good condition, but it is iCloud locked. It's 128 gigabytes. So I'm gonna sell that for parts on eBay. I bought it for $50. I'll sell it for probably about $150. So that's about an $80 profit after eBay fees and shipping costs. After that, I went and picked up a Apple Watch Series 8 with the GPS and cellular 41 millimeter version. It's in super good condition. I paid 200 for that. My anticipated net profit is about $70 on that one. And then my last purchase of the day was this Sony camera. This is a Sony A7 IV, and I paid $1,900 for this camera. Um, and I'm gonna list this camera on eBay for about $2,100. So after eBay fees and shipping, I'll pretty much break even on this camera. But it came with a SIM card inside of it, which I'm gonna sell separately, and I'll get about $50 of profit from that SIM card. And then also, it came with this lens. And this lens I will be able to list and sell on eBay for about $750. So after eBay fees with this lens and shipping costs, I'll be looking at about $670 of profit. So if you consider this as 670, the SD card as $50 profit, the camera as a break even, and then you calculate the anticipated profits off of these devices here. Today was about $1,050 in net profit. That's not a very unusual day in this business. I do typically flip Apple products, but I've recently started experiencing some success with the cameras. Obviously, with a camera like this, you do have to have a little bit of capital. When you're first starting, especially, you might not have $2,000 to just go throw down on a camera, which is why iPhones are a super good place to start. And again, my primary income source is still Apple products, but I've started to notice that cameras can be very profitable as well. You just have to usually make a little bit bigger of an investment than what you would make in an iPhone. Um, just to give you an example, this camera is going to profit me around $700, but I spent almost $2,000 for that $700 profit. Whereas a couple days ago, I bought an iPhone 14 Pro and I paid $350 for that. And I believe my anticipated profit on that is $420. So much less of an investment and pretty close to the profit that I'll make off of this camera that I spent almost $2,000 on. So there's certain points where it makes sense to do something like this. And with this particular camera, the reason that I bought it, it is a big investment to only have, what is that, a 30% return or something like that. Um, the reason that I purchased it is because the person that I was speaking with about the camera, the person who was selling the camera, it was very apparent that basically his wife really wanted to get into photography and she had to have the best camera, and he spent 4,000 something dollars on this camera, and he said it got touched twice, and then it just sat inside of its case over there, until eventually he was like, well, if she's not going to use it, I'll just sell it. And so the camera is basically new. I mean, it looks new. um, I'm going to check the shutter count, which basically tells you how much it's been used, and I'm sure it's like extremely low. So it's basically in mint condition. So it's probably going to sell very fast. And then the lens and the SD card is just pure profit, and the camera body itself is kind of break even. But yeah, so anyway, so I left the house this morning. That was 10 a.m. I just got back. It's around 3:30 p.m. So that was a 5.5 hour day. Is that right? Yeah, 5.5 hour day, and I made you know, I guess if you wanted to count the time it's going to take to list it and to ship it, maybe subtract a little bit, but I made an average of about $200 um, per hour today while I was out. And whenever I left the house, I drove 45 minutes to meet up with the first seller, and then I sat in the parking lot of the gas station speaking with other people until one of my Facebook ads I got a hit through one of my Facebook ads. So then I went and met up with them, and then I also met up with somebody that I spoke with through Facebook Marketplace at the same spot, which wasn't too far from my house. And then I went and bought this camera, which also wasn't too far from my house. So I really didn't do a whole lot of driving today, other than that 45-minute drive to the first seller. But yeah, so now I'm back home, and I'm about to list these items, and then I'm going to spend some time with my family, watch some UFC fights with the wife, and yeah, so this is a pretty typical day for me. It's not unusual at all for me to make $1,000 in a day. Um, and this is, if you told me that I would be making $1,000 in a single day on a regular basis, 6 months ago, I would have said you're insane. You're insane. So, but now it's just become normal. It's just kind of normalized. And the reason I made this YouTube channel again is because I want to inspire you guys and also to teach you guys how to do this, because it's changed my life so much. And so if you're watching this, if I can help a single person to to achieve uh, financial freedom through this business model, then I'll be happy. And so, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, leave them down below in the comment section. And again, I will be making a video soon about um, the iCloud lock devices, because I don't want that to go unmentioned, because that's a pretty important topic for me. Thanks for watching, guys.